This video is a follow-up to this video, so if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you do. You will probably be confused if you haven't. So, hey there. It's been a while. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everything's well. I'm hanging in there as best as I can, especially after releasing this video, because, wow, what a fucking video. This video was a nightmare to make. I was on the verge of tears at trying to put this fucking thing together. The timeline was such a mess, and I was being messy when creating it, and it's kind of become a valuable lesson to me on how to not make a video. Not that the video is bad, I actually think it was pretty alright, but creation-wise, it was a fucking disaster. And part of it was because of how messy I am when it comes to the production. When you write a script, you don't know how good it'll actually be until you voice it and see it in motion. So I record the dialogue and then put it together and some basic footage and realize where the pacing is needing fixing, and then I basically have to rewrite the sections on the fly and then try to tie each section together to the best of my abilities. I don't completely have yet. And the worst part was just the actual video editing. I used a very crappy video editing program on a not so great PC. All the footage that I used really slowed down the program and probably doubled the time it took to edit just because of how slow everything was. When I edit, I try to have the footage on screen best match or represent what I'm talking about as best as I can. And because of how broad the topic and discussions were this time, a lot, and I mean a lot of footage needed to be borrowed and spliced and edited and timed, and it was a fucking nightmare. In the end, it wasn't perfect, but I think it is an improvement on the TF2 video. It flows better, and it's more visually enticing and easy to understand, and each section has more of a distinct purpose, and I'm more coherent with my arguments. As for the actual arguments themselves, I think I did a solid job with each main section regarding Mojang, Microsoft, and Bedrock. Was it the deepest critique? Not really. But I didn't want the video to be a lecture on everything wrong with big corporations like Microsoft, and why microtransactions are bad, which is why I kind of brushed off the whole, like, Microsoft is the reason the game is bad, because it doesn't really tell the whole story, even if Microsoft are to blame. It doesn't really say what Mojang is doing either. And there's a long history I didn't want to spend getting into, so that's why I was a bit more interested in talking about Mojang, because Microsoft are not interesting. They are a boring company who makes boring products. They make a box that you play games on. They call it the Xbox. Mojang are a lot more interesting, you know? They made Minecraft. Speaking of Mojang, they are getting sued. That's right, they are getting actually sued by some guy, and it's about damn time. I hate to be petty, but goddamn, they really had it coming. I'm not shocked about this at all. I've always thought Mojang were a bizarre company, and especially the more corporate side of them. When they started doing the bizarre, like, censorship on people's private servers and shit, I knew this was gonna eventually lead somewhere bad down the line. I don't know how far this will go, or if it'll even succeed. Like, I don't know what lawyer is gonna want to go up against Mojang, and by extension, the Swedish government, but you know, Godspeed, you magnificent bastard, I am fucking praying for you. But they did fuck with EU laws, and I wouldn't want to go against the European Union death squads either, so... I was pretty harsh on Mojang, looking back on it. I even in the video, I was like, oh, I don't want to be too harsh on Mojang, and looking back on it, I think I still kind of was. But I don't regret the criticism. I guess I ended up being harsh on Mojang because, yeah, Microsoft encourages and enables bad shit, but they don't make the game. They aren't in charge of Minecraft's design and the moment-to-moment creative decisions. And Mojang, like, just keeps shooting themselves in the foot, and it's very hard to show them any sympathy at this point. You know, something is really wrong with how they develop the game at that place, and most of the stuff that they even release anyway. You know, I thought this was cool at first, and then actually playing it, you know, it's just a one-trick pony. They're all one-trick ponies. I just don't care for a lot of it, and nobody does either. It's not interesting. I'm sorry. Yeb. But don't worry, guys. Notch is making Minecraft too. Oh my god! Notch making a spiritual successor to Minecraft is interesting. It just seems more like he wants attention than anything else. And I understand being frustrated with modern Minecraft. I made a whole video about it. And I know he doesn't like modern Minecraft either. But it seems more like it's out of resentment for the Mojang staff rather than any actual creative disagreements. I don't even think he's played modern Minecraft at all. I think he, like, saw a video of it. I think he saw, like, PewDiePie play it or some shit like that. I don't know. And I mean, I am interested in it. He did make Minecraft. He was in charge of the early designs and how it played, but he only worked on Minecraft for, like, the first 2 years of the game. Something I got wrong in my original video was when I said something about the post-launch updates that Notch worked on. He was never in charge of any of the post-launch updates. In fact, I don't think he actually worked on them. He gave the game over to Jeb, so Notch has even less time working on Minecraft than I thought. I do think he has insight on Minecraft that a lot of people don't, and this spiritual successor could be something really cool. I don't know what it would be other than feeling like a bootleg version of the game that he already made, but it could be cool. You know, who knows? But I mean, I don't know if it would even, like, appeal to me anyway. I mean, most of my time playing Minecraft is spent on beta anyway. That's my preferred version of the game. That's what I like to play. And because I don't really engage with modern Minecraft, I may not have much room to talk. Because it doesn't matter what I'll think, because I'm gonna prefer this older version anyway. And maybe it's Mojang, maybe it's Notch, maybe it's Microsoft, maybe it's nostalgia, who knows? Who knows what's destroying Minecraft? But that was the video. It was pretty well received, and I didn't really get much feedback or backlash from people at all, which I think means they enjoyed it. I mean, the analytics say so, you know, you gotta trust the analytics, guys. You gotta get on the grind. But my friends enjoyed it the most, and those are the people who I really make my videos for. Too bad most of them died in that horrible shark attack, though. Now, channel update, health update. I appreciate all the people who checked out my previous vids, and subscribed or liked and are sticking around. I never expected these 2 videos to get this much attention, especially for a small channel like mine, who never made any previous videos other than a couple of Let's Plays, and that weird old video I made when I was a child.
Ah, ooh, yeah! Oh, I never took a pee on Mars before!
So I am really thankful, and I have so much more that I want to do. Unfortunately, as a human being, am not doing the best. This video was supposed to come out around the tail end of December, or very beginning of January, but for the past 3 weeks, I've been dealing with some chronic pains. I have horrible gastritis and breathing issues, which has made it really hard for me to eat and stay awake. It's caused a lot of nausea and sleep issues, head pains, trouble staying awake. We don't really know what's causing it, other than they checked out my gallbladder and it wasn't looking too good, and my pancreas wasn't the best either, but they said it wasn't too concerning. I don't think it's a viral infection or anything like that. I mean, I can still walk and talk. You know, I'm not vomiting anymore. I'm not having, like, bad acid reflux anymore. The likelihood is that it could be an ulcer, but I don't know because I can't see a doctor currently to check out my stomach because my car is broken, and it's such a long wait to see a doctor to begin with. So thank you, American healthcare system. On top of dealing with financial issues and a lot of stress building up, I am also in the process of moving. So a lot is going on, and I haven't had the physical or mental energy to keep the creative process going. I mean, you can hear me right now, I sound kind of exasperated, even speaking kind of like takes the wind out of me, so I gotta be careful. I'll probably move in around beginning of February, so I don't expect the video I've been working on to go up around the end of this month, like I was hoping. So expect it to be around February when I get a video up. I want to try and keep them coming monthly. I can do it if I really crunch, but I don't want to put myself under further stress. So I'll be taking my time with them, and I appreciate anyone who is being patient with me. I don't want the video to come out like as late as March, but forgive me if it doesn't come out like end of January or like beginning of February. It may be the end of February, who knows. But yeah. Now, the next video is actually going to be another TF2 video. I didn't expect it to be, but I found a good enough topic that I haven't really seen much people talk about in video form, so I think I'll have something to say there, and I think it's more important to say it now than wait. I have maybe one more TF2 related video that I'd like to make, but like I said, I am not a TF2 YouTuber, I just happen to have certain ideas that relate to TF2. Now, the platformer video that I originally teased was supposed to be the next one, and I am still slowly chipping away on that one too. I'm looking forward to when that one comes out, so, you know, be on the lookout. Other than that, that's all I gotta say, baby. Oh, did you hear that? That was a fucking good burp. I got gastritis. I got something in my stomach and my lungs, so, yeah. Hopefully I feel better. Hopefully you feel better. Mark? You watching the video, Mark, hopefully you're feeling better. I have nothing else to say. So, good night.